Hey everybody, Prepper for the Ages coming at you from a wonderful hilltop. Got some wind going on here, so pardon the hair. I want to talk more about definitions tonight. But something I've been thinking about because and it started with the prepper versus survivalist, and and one versus the other, because some people are just ardent preppers and some are ardent survivalists, and it's not, for me it's, prepper, survivalist, why not both? But I look at definitions. I look, okay, there's a word, it upsets people, let's look it up in the dictionary. And it's dumb, but I look up in the dictionary, or I name it by other words. Like for me, prepper is somebody who puts stuff back, who buys a little bit of extra at the store, looks for deals, stocks up on their shelves and their pantries and in their basic, they get enough to survive a finite amount of time. If SHTF happens, or if a grid down situation happens, or if something happens, food scarcity, if something happens, they have it. But the problem with that is that's the problem. I don't know if it's a problem, but with that, it's a finite action. They can only put it back so much. They can only source so much. Basically, they can only have that. And if the grid goes down, they have the clock is ticking on the amount of time they have and the amount of, because of the amount of resources they've squirreled away. And survivalism, it's, not that so much as learning the trade, tools of the trade, learning new skills, learning stuff, knowing what tools you'll need, tools especially that are easy to get now, but in a midterm to long-term situation you don't have. It's nice to have the lawnmower now, but do you have the scythe? Do you know how to work a scythe? Do you know how to sharpen a scythe? Old-fashioned just sweeps. It's the long-handled stuff that sweeps back and forth that will keep your lawn neat and keep your weeds from growing. So, but little things like that. So survivalist is more skills-oriented. What can you do to keep yourself going? Prepping is more finite skills, putting stuff back. And for me, it's just, those are interchangeable. They're not competition. I see a lot of people online, prepping is above survivalism, or survivalism is above prepping. And I think they just have a fantasy aspect going, or an aspect where they have this idea in their head that what's going to happen, if the world ends or something like that. So, but it's not something that if you're really, if you're into, if you're concerned enough that you're doing, putting stuff back and thinking about what are the odds of things happening. Like some people are, WW3, World War III might be happening soon. Some people are saying, well, there's a sunspot and it's very large and it's coming around, and it might, get some throw some X-class solar flares out and generate some CMEs. What are we going to do without electricity? What are you going to do when everything's, anything metal sparks fire? I think about that a little bit. We had the Carrington event in 18-something. So the telegraph wires were all sparking. Well, what's going to spark if that happens again? And how are we going to handle that? Is everything going to burn to the ground? What's up with that? What's up with that? Are you going to lose power for a long time? I don't know. But those types of events, what are the odds? And then people try to mitigate that. I like having tools that are, you pick them up at a yard sale now, but they'll be very valuable if something happens and it's not available. And as Doc Galt says, if UPS strikes, what are you going to do? So it's little things like that make me go, But I do want to stress, if a word gets you upset, and if especially if the media is using a word or a name or any noun or an adjective or weird way, look it up in the dictionary and see what that says. Because, for social media often uses words and implies things that a word means something that it doesn't. And they say it in a way that gets you upset. And they want you upset because that makes more clicks and that makes more viewing, and that generates profit for them. So, please use the dictionary. And it's dumb, but I'm starting to use the dictionary on words that get people upset, and it's a little bit of an eye-opener. So it's something to think about anyway. No pressure, but yeah, it's something to ruminate on. So, using the big words today. All right. I hope this finds you well. Take care. Bye.